This is Archimedes Tutor, and we're going to be solving linear systems by graphing. In the previous lesson, we learned that there are three types of solutions to a system. There can be one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. Solving by graphing is probably the most easiest but time-consuming method. It just requires plotting the points on the graph and seeing where the two linear equations intersect. So we'll just start off with something simple. We'll start off with y equals 3x plus 4 and y equals 2x plus 1. Let me just get my graph paper. There we go. I have my graph ready and I'm going to start plotting the equations. I'm going to start with y equals 3x plus 4. And the first thing I want to do is plot my y-intercept, which is 4. And then for every one step right, I'm going to go 3 steps up. And for every one step left, I'm going to go 3 steps down. And then I can just connect the line. Here we go. And I'm going to label it to avoid confusion and for communication purposes. Y equals 3x plus 4. And now I'm going to plot y equals 2x plus 1. So 1 is the y-intercept and it will be right here. And for every one step right, I'm going to go 2 steps up. And every one step left, 2 steps down. And then connect the line once more. And I'm going to label it over here. And then we can just observe that the point is somewhere over here. It should be on the grid. And if you look closely, it's between -4 and -2. And exactly between -4 and -6. So I'm going to label it 3 and -5. So the point of intersection for the graph is -3, -5. And if you want to determine the systematic error, you can always double check. So I'm going to get this POI and put it and test it with both. So I'm going to draw something like a chart. This is my left side, this is my right side, and I'm going to put y here and 3x plus 4. This will be -5, which is the y coordinate of the point of intersection, and I'm going to plug -3 into here. So -9 plus 4, and that gets us -5 as well. So it is true that the point of intersection is -3 and -5. As you're graphing with technology, there may be a slight error to your answer, especially since I'm using a thick Sharpie. It's difficult to see where the point of intersection lies. So my recommendation for this will be to do a bit of trial and error around the point and see where your answer exactly lies. Let's move on to a slightly more difficult one. I have 4x minus 4y equals -4 and 2x minus y equals 2. So the equations are labeled respectively 1 and 2. Now in order to graph these equations, I can change them into slope y-intercept form, such as like these two, or I can graph them using their x and y intercepts. So let me just start off with number 1. 4x minus 4y equals -4. To find the y-intercept, I'm going to set x as 0. So x is 0. And then when you evaluate this, you are left with -4y equals -4. Divide -4 from both sides and you get y equals +1. And to find the x-intercept, I'm going to set y as 0. So again, I'm going to evaluate this. 4x equals -4, since 4 times 0 is 0. Divide both sides by 4, and x is -1. I'm going to do the same thing for equation 2. I have 2x minus y equals 2. I'm going to find the y-intercept by setting x as 0. Anything times 0 is 0. So I'm left with -y equals 2. Take out the negative sign by dividing both sides by -1. And y equals -2. Find the x-intercept using the same method we used earlier. Minus y equals 2. 2x equals 2. X equals 1. There we go. Now that we have the intercepts, we can graph them. I have my graph paper ready and labeled. So let me just start off with graphing the first one. So the x-intercept of the first one was -1. So I'm going to set -1 here. And the y-intercept was +1. So set it here. And I'm going to connect these 2 points and simply extend the line. And I'm going to label it with 1. Second, the x-intercept is 1 and the y-intercept is -2. 1 and -2. Connect the lines once more. And extend. So the solution to the system of linear equations, it's somewhere over here. I will set it as 3 and 4. Or I'm estimating it as 3 and 4. And once again, I'm going to check if my solution makes sense or no. So I'll take 2x minus y equals 2. I'll put 1 on this side and the other on here. So this is my left side and my right side. Substitute our point of intersection, which is 3 and 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. And yes, my solution does make sense. Now let's try a word problem and apply this knowledge to real life. So let me just get my word problem out. Okay. So Harry and his family are planning to book a banquet hall. Red Royalty charges a fee of $1,000 for a rental and $30 for each person. Empire Celebration charges $40 per person. If 75 people were to be invited, which pricing plan is better? First thing we want to do is pick 2 equations out. So let's read it again. Red Royalty charges a fee of $1,000 for rental and $30 per person. So let C represent total cost. And our first equation is C equals and let P represent the number of people. So C represents $30 per person plus $1,000 of fee. So $1,000 is our y-intercept, or initial value. And our second equation will be Empire Celebration charges $40 per person. So no y-intercept of 0. So this will be equation 1. And our equation 2 will be cost equals $40 per person. There we go. I once more have my graph ready and labeled, where red will represent Red Royalty Banquet Hall and green will represent Empire Celebration. The independent variable is the number of people attending, and the dependent variable is the cost. So let's start with our first equation, which was C equals 30p plus 1000. We'll plot the first intercept. We'll plot the y-intercept, sorry. So it'll be over here at 1000. Then for every 30p, so let me just substitute a large number such as 30. So 30 times 30 plus 1000 is, plus 1000 is 1900. So I'm going to be somewhere over here, I'm predicting. Then we'll go to 60. 60 times 30, it's 1800, plus 1000 will be 2800. So we'll just do that at 2800. Perfect. Connect the lines, connect the points, sorry. And roughly the line should look something like this. Okay, and I'll label it as red, so that's Red Royalty. Now our second equation is cost equals 40p, so no y-intercept. We'll start at 0. And for every member it'll be $40. So we'll pick a large number again, such as 30 times 40, which is 1200. So at 30 it'll be 1200. And I'm guessing at 60 it'll be twice as much, so 2400. Connect the lines once more. And as you can notice, the slope is steeper. So this will be kind of tough. I'm also going to have to extend the red a little more. Extend red. It'll be somewhere over here. Point of intersection is somewhere between 90 and 105. So if we were to just trail it down, it's more closer to 105. So if we were to roughly estimate, you will go with 100, and I'm pretty sure that is the correct answer. So our point of intersection for this one is 100 and at 4000. But the question asked us, which banquet hall is better or cheaper when 75 people come? So this is 75, and the cheapest one will be the green line, which is Empire Celebration. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if this video helped you. My next grade 10 lesson will be solving linear systems by substitution. Until then, stay tuned to Archimedes Tutor.